Hello and welcome back to another Acrobat video. In this one we're going to be looking at adding an image. So if you can't see this here, you need to go and customize your toolbar. But for now we'll just put our image in. I'm going to choose this A45. And you see we get this small image and we can basically just pick where we want it to be. And if we just take a look where we click, you see it basically sets it to the top left hand corner there. So if you did want it to be there, you would probably want to move it up or something like that. And what options do we have with this image? Well, one option we have is called crop. So you see we can start from the vertex point. Once you go over a vertex point, that could be a corner or a midpoint vertex. I guess that's technically not a vertex then, but basically this will let you do the that sort of movement. And then obviously you have in two axes being able to do this sort of movement. And you can crop it as much as you want in that respect. And obviously you've got some, you can do remove crop. Let's see what else we've got there. You do edit, you can put it into a different program as well, and you can arrange it. And obviously you've still got the scaling as well. Also important with looking at images is if we go down here on this menu, you can see we've actually got the option to do a background as well. To add background. Or if you still look at the backgrounds, generally for a document, I've often found stuff like this works well. If I scaled it up to like 400%, a lot of backgrounds like that kind of work quite well. You see, I could just scale it up and it would automatically look like a piece of paper. You could even like change the opacity. You basically have a lot to work with on stuff like this. But what if you wanted to do something a bit more exciting than that? The other background I was looking at was, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, this one. This one obviously is in the right format in terms of it's like an A4 piece of paper. That was why I actually looked at it originally. So you can see it kind of looks like it's going to fit in a little bit anyway. So you notice that when I change it to like a higher value, it's just zooming into the picture. It's not actually changing the size, right? So it's better to leave it at 100 like that. Yeah, 40 might be okay. Let's just try that. So you can see that it kind of looks like it's really just like a picture anyway, right? So I guess it's almost like placing an image is not really that different from, you know, and then we can still do all our options here, right? And also we'll just check the arrange thing. So for instance, here's the arrange button, center back. You see we could put it behind the background if we wanted to. There may be some differences. I have to look into that, whether there's actually a difference between adding an image and adding the background. But on this evidence, it doesn't suggest there's a huge amount of difference. Now you may be wondering, like when I do stuff like this, for instance, nothing seems to be happening with regards to snapping. There is a way to do that though, which is in View, Show Hide, Rulers and Grids, and you can do Snap to Grid. That isn't actually, in some programs, it's actually default, it's on. So let's have a look now. So you can see now we're actually snapping to the grid better, right? It's not snapping to the object. I've made another video actually about text boxes. There's ways that you could get around this as well. If you wanted to do snap to grid. And just as a final thing, I want to replace the image. So, yeah, so if you want to replace the image, you just press replace image. And we'll do, say, this one. But this is obviously like an easy way. You just do remove background on Photoshop. It's kind of like straightforward. This point is a useful spot to do the rotation, right? So if I do it about this, it's going to get closer to where we need to be. Yeah, see, in this instance, right, I want to move it up, but because the box is too big, this is actually a situation, I think, where you would do a lot more cropping. Okay, so you can just deselect. You see when I clicked outside, it deselected as well. This would let me place it higher, though, in terms of that. Snapping's actually not on here as well, is it? You see, even control and stuff, normally like shift and control would do something here. It's different. It's different in Acrobat though. It doesn't really work the same. I'm probably never going to get it quite where I want it, to be honest, this thing. That isn't bad though. Anyway, that'll do for now, so thanks for watching.